Hi, it's Jan here, and I'm right now scrolling through all the feedback I have got on my articles related to age. You know, taking myself as an example, I have to recognize that the teenage era is something that I have behind me. However, the problem that most senior people are trapped into is that they use age as an excuse to not do things they really would like to do in life. So let's take a sneak peek of the most common question in this category. The first one is coming from Christian from Germany, and he's asking what decides how old you really are. That's a good question, Christian. Well, the time you have been living on this planet, you can never do something about. A year is a year and can never be changed or discussed. What is interesting, though, is how old you decide to be. What do I mean by that? Our society is configured in a very special and specific setup, and we have a tendency to group ages in different categories. Everything from the way to dress to the way we should behave. A lot of people feel comfortable belonging to a specific category and act accordingly. They will never feel too old within their segment, neither too young. It's a ready-made comfort zone, you can say, where nobody will criticize what you are doing. You can add more to it, but in a nutshell, there you have the frame deciding your age. If you don't take the step outside your typical comfort zone, then it's another ball game. A good example could be, for example, Paul McCartney or Rolling Stones. When they are performing on stage, do they dress like typical 75 plus years old people? No, I don't think so. When Mick Jagger is running around on a stage and burning energy similar to what the 19 years old guy should do in a gym session, do you even think about that he isn't far away from being 80? So the answer is quite simple. You decide how old you would like to be. The second question is coming from Maria Pilar from Peru. Hola a todos mis amigos en el Perú. And she's asking, wow, how old are you? I don't see any gray hair. Maria Pilar, I will be 69 within a couple of weeks. And you don't see any gray hair because I don't have any hair. Here where I'm living in the sunny Acapulco, it's too warm to have a lot of hair on my head. So at the same time I shave. I go over the entire head. I don't like to complicate life when it's not necessary, of course. Oliver where is he from? He's from Canada. In your blog, you're often talking about what senior people need to do differently to achieve their goals. What are the most important steps according to your opinion? I would say that number one on that list is absolutely never stop learning. When seniors reach a certain age, most people feel like they have learned everything worth learning. There is not much more to find on the plate of the unknown. Nothing can be more wrong, believe me. I can understand, of course, that many are thinking like that because in a way it was like that before. That was the way we were educated. I remember when I went to school, you learn something for a lifetime. Of course, there is certain basic knowledge that never will be obsolete, but most of it changes faster than ever. And to be honest with you, when I started my business in the online marketing industry, I easily got frustrated because I could never learn fast enough before it was already updated to a new version. Imagine. As a number two on the list, I would say be aware of the fact that technology is playing your game. Yes, that's true. People in the digital industry early understood that if the internet and all technology around it should be something for every citizen, it was necessary to develop user-friendly systems. It should be systems that every single person could easily use. With Bill Gates' Microsoft Windows, the first software was launched where you don't need to be a professional programmer to use it. That was the first milestone for what today is the digital world, I would say. From being skills limited to professional programmers and system engineers, the entire population suddenly became target group. All social platforms wouldn't be possible to develop without these easy-to-use systems. Today, it's rarer to find any person without smartphones. In fact, people at age 60 plus are the fastest growing group of smartphone owners. So this evolution of the digital world is really playing your game, but doing it easier every day to use. Number 3 on my list would be that you should take advantage of your experience. Life is a never-ending journey of trials and errors. What you as a senior citizen have is a lot of experience compared to the younger generations. We all make mistakes in life, and for sure you have made more mistakes than younger people have done, of the simple reason that you have been living a longer time. In this case, your age is to your advantage. Use it. Then Chris from New York in the US is asking, isn't it something for the younger generations? How can we grow up with telex machines? We grow up with telex machines and written letters. How can we adapt to this new technology? Very good question, Chris, and thank you for bringing it up, because I am one of these people who started my business career many years ago sending telexes and even telegrams. I remember when the fax machine was introduced. It was a technical revolution. If you today ask a 20-year-old guy about the fax machines, most probably he doesn't even know what it is. The good thing with the new technology is that all creations of whatever software it could be must be dummy-proof. I mean, if my 89-year-old mother can't use it, then it's not good enough. And I think it was Albert Einstein, if I am not remember wrong, who once said something like, if you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. And he's so right. And that's more or less how the digital world is today. It has to be easy to understand, otherwise no one will be attracted. So all developers out there make an extra effort to make it all easy and simple to understand. So don't worry about this part. Just go in with a positive and open mind and you will find all you need to know. The last question comes from Michel in France. Bonjour, comment ça va, Michel? And he's asking, what would you recommend to a person who got fired due to the coronavirus pandemic we are facing right now? I understand that you probably have lost your job, and first of all, I'm sorry for you that happened to you. On the other hand, thousands of people are losing their jobs right now because the pandemic is changing everything all over the world. I would recommend, first of all, take a few days off, just relax and calm down. Then the next step to take would be to find a new direction in your life. For sure, you can take advantage of all your knowledge and teach other people things they are searching for. We all have something unique that is sticking out and where we are above average, I would say. Use that. After all the years you have been working for somebody else, for sure there is something that you can do very well. Otherwise, I wouldn't have paid you, right? When I retired, no, I don't like that. I will never retire. I better say it like this. When I reach the age when normal labor market classifies you as useless, I found a niche on my own. The digital world doesn't distinguish between age gender, race, or anything else. We are all invited. So Michelle and everyone else, it's all up to you what you would like to do with your life. I highly recommend you to check the system and platform I'm connected to for 7 years now. Wow, time flies. You can do affiliate marketing, which is the easiest way to get started. Then you can continue, if you want, doing e-commerce. Imagine this. Amazon has today 50% of the online retail market in the entire world. Most of the sales are coming from people connected to the sales system. You can be one of them and get your piece of the cake. All this you will get access to when logging into the platform I'm talking about. So Michelle and everyone else, click on the link further down on this page and check it out. You will not lose anything checking it. Maybe it's something interesting for you, maybe not. Good luck with whatever you are up to, and feel free to contact me whenever you want. After all, we are all into this together. Take care and bye for now.